I just turned it on now. I saw.
Guess you gotta go do it all over again.
Okay.
That's the trial run.
Yeah, that's a trial run.
Thank you very much there, Stina.
Well,
Fly-by jets or just went over?
oh, is that what it was? Wayne, so we just talked to ourselves there for 5 minutes, and nobody else was listening. Fans, welcome to tonight's contest between the Yorkton Cardinals and the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Wayne, we talked about it off air. Crucial game for the Mavericks. We talked about it for them to want to be in the playoffs. Me and you both agreed they got to win all 3 of these games.
Yeah, crucial series. You got to beat the teams below you, and at least split with the teams above you. And right now, this team is struggling.
That's okay. They call this straight.
And we need to have all 3 games. Anything less than winning these 3 would be disappointing. Yet the games are played on the field and not played according to the standings.
That's right.
We've got to come out and play better baseball than we have been playing, or we're not going to win.
No, we're not going to be in the playoff position. Wayne, an interesting day here for the Yorkton Cardinals. They played earlier this afternoon, did not go well. Reports of a 23-3 loss in Lethbridge. Tough loss for sure, no question about it. But we also talked about this. Don't sleep on them for the Mavericks coming out here. I expect the Cardinals to be fresher, if anything, with their bats not needing to really get into the game. I think they're already in the game and they're ready to go. So I think the pitcher Owen Steele's going to have to be ready for them.
Well, the worst thing we can do is look at their record and look at the fact that they got beat up today already and take this game for granted. That would be a mistake on our behalf. We need to come out and, as if we were playing against Okotoks, and play hard. Our pitching has to be better. If we don't get better pitching, we're not going to make the playoffs. So Owen Steele has got to set the pace for this game and for this
pitcher
series.
Number 14, Owen Steele.
Owen Steele had a pretty nice day last series when he was around here. 8 strikeouts he threw in the last appearance at home for Owen Steele. And for Steele, Wayne, he's a very interesting character. You watch him prepare for the game, and he always walks a similar path, always sits in a similar area. He's a very ritual, routine pitcher. In your years of baseball, how many pitchers have you seen have some unique routines?
Yeah, they're a little bit like goaltenders. They have their unique idiosyncrasies that they like to stick with.
Starting off for the Yorkton Cardinals, the left fielder.
I could see that be a pattern with most pitchers.
And we're all set to go here. Kai Takahashi setting things off here, and here comes the first pitch. We are underway here at Athletic Park.
First inning brought to you by Minuteman Press, the official design and print sponsor of the Mavericks.
Takahashi Ho has only played in 3 games, has an .091 batting average. He's from Irvine, California, as opposed to Irvine, Alberta.
I'd rather be from Irvine, California than Irvine, Alberta.
Ground ball to the right side. Rodriguez fields it over to Steele.
First out of the game there. 3-1 ground out. As Rodriguez picks up the ground ball, tosses it over to the home. Out number 1 breaks to the plate down for the Yorkton Cardinals, the designated hitter number 9, Noah Barron.
Barron is their big hitter. He's from Hoover, Alabama. He's played in 16 games. He's batting .344 with 5 doubles and 5 home runs. obviously he's one of their more experienced and better hitters.
Better
all
hitters,
around,
yeah.
Yes.
What do you know about Alabama, Wayne? Have you ever found yourself?
I've been to Alabama. Yes.
Ready
First
Walker
pitch fly
settles
out to
underneath
center
that
field.
fly ball, Center field.
2 away here early.
2 outs right away here in the top of the first. Brings to the plate. First baseman, number 28, Jason Wallace.
I haven't been to Hoover, Alabama. I've been to Birmingham.
Birmingham,
Yeah.
Alabama.
Big steel city, nice city.
You liked it there? It was good culture?
Well, I didn't stay there. I was only there because my son played baseball in
Right.
Georgia, and in
Right.
their conference they
Yeah.
played in Alabama. So. Wallace is from Fontana, California. Vicious cut on that pitch. Fouls it back.
And Wayne, as we're getting settled in here, a few more Oklahoma natives settling in here with PJ Garcia playing out of there as well as Taylor Wright.
Sorry, guy, who was that from South Country?
What is it about Oklahoma that just draws in so many good baseball players, and how are they able to just you look at Austin Soika who plays there. What is it about the area in that Oklahoma that seems to create good baseball players?
It's a great sport state with basketball,
Sorry,
football.
CEO.
You know, they don't have a pro team there except for basketball,
Right?
but it's a great college state with Oklahoma State, University of Oklahoma. Tulsa has a great university. Lots of baseball played there. Okay. Pitch from Steele is high and away. Count is full.
And as mentioned, Wayne, Taylor Wright from the same area as Colton Wright, but they are not related. Base on
There's
balls.
a walk.
Wallace draws,
And Wayne, that's something the
2-out
Mavericks
walk.
we've said it before on this on our show here. They got to get those cleaned up. What percentage is it again of batters walked that come into score? 57%, I believe, was the number you told me.
No,
Or
leadoff walks and leadoff hits is anywhere between 23 and 34%.
34.
So this isn't a leadoff walk. There's already 2 outs. First pitch swinging. Shortstop Garcia
Off the bag in the base hit.
pulls him off the bag. Tough play.
Base hit for Corman. Brings to the plate now the center fielder and tonight's Budget Blinds beer batter, number 6, Phil Whalen. He strikes out this at bat. Roller off beer for the next 10 minutes. Budget Blinds. Call them for the best blind game in town. Budget Blinds beer batter.
Owen Steele, this is his 6th game. He's pitched 23 innings, has 8 walks versus 26 strikeouts. So a 3-to-1 ratio strikeout to walk. Has an ERA of 5.62.
Parents again here from Calgary. Saw them down in the concourse there, Wayne.
Oh, his parents
Yeah,
are here.
parents are
Great.
here, yeah.
Great. Good for them.
Calgary, Alberta native.
Change up. Nice pitch.
Not a bad weekend to come down, Wayne, as the weather out here is perfect baseball weather, really.
Well, and it's supposed to get warmer. I think tomorrow's 29 or 30, and Monday is similar, so it's going to get hot. Pitch in the dirt. Good block by Colton Wright. Count is 2-1.
Great pitch.
Good pitch from Steele.
7:14. You got till 7:24. Get that drink
And Wayne,
special.
that's a quick and
Hey,
crisp
if you wanna buy
first
one
inning
for
for
the
the
press box,
Mavericks.
we're always
And as we head into the bottom of the first here, that's what head coach Tom Vassell is looking for from his pitching group there, and just his, the team that they're able to make
Hey, a
those
special
plays.
shout out to
Right,
Owen Steele's
exactly. You wanna
parents
get
are
through
here
that
from
first
Calgary.
inning
Welcome to the park.
unscathed,
For
You
their,
gave up the
weekend
walk
for Canada Day festivities.
and an infield single, but no
And
damage
we'd also
done.
like to thank
Good inning
or
for
congratulate
Steele.
Sherry Gutfriend for winning the jersey down there where you came in. Congratulations, Sherry.
Peyton Harris in on the mound for the Yorkton Cardinals, and we talked about him on the pregame show a little bit when we were talking to ourselves. Peyton Harris out of Mississippi.
Yes, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I'll try to see what I have for some stats on him. This is his 8th game. He's walked 16, struck out 21, has an ERA of 7.57. This is his 5th start of the season.
And Wayne, this is the time of the year where you're starting to see some batting orders around the league take shape for teams, and they've kind of keyed in on their guys now of who's going to be what, where they're going to be. In the pitching case, and when you look at the Yorkton Cardinals record, do you continuously keep changing things up and keeping things fresh for them, just to keep them on their toes, not getting complacent? They're struggling, they're having a tough year. Is there anything you do as a coach for them to keep them engaged and at work, or is it on them to just be accountable and keep playing baseball?
Well, you're always trying to tweak your lineup, trying to make it better and moving guys around if necessary, but there's certain players that you also want to say, I think this person is better suited to stay in this position in the batting order, and for whatever reason, that's a coach's prerogative.
Heads up, fans. And just a reminder, those foul balls can make contact.
Quick
in the
0-2
line
count here for Soika.
Eye the ball. Be alert.
High and away, ball one.
Ground ball of the first baseman, touches the bag unassisted.
One away for the Mavericks.
The shortstop, number 5, PJ Garcia. That's a 3U. Yeah, 3 unassisted. Yeah.
Unassisted, that's good. Getting better, guy.
Yeah. Some people just write that as 3, but I like going 3U.
Then I'll put it as you did it.
I do the same, Lanny.
Where you go 3U?
Yeah.
I like that easier because then you know that, there could be a force on third to go 5U. Right?
That's right.
PJ Garcia, it's his first plate appearance of the season. Garcia hails from Mesa, Arizona.
And as mentioned, Garcia brought in for this team to provide some depth. The Arizona native. He's a very good scouting report on him, Wayne, is that this guy can really play ball, he can really move, and the Mavericks are certainly really excited to welcome him as a batter and at the shortstop spot to provide some depth for Colin Smith, so he doesn't have to play all the time. Doing a good job here, staying alive at the count. Sorry, Wayne, go ahead.
No, I was just saying the scouting reports have been very good on him, so I'm sure that if he lives up to the scouting reports, he'll be a welcome addition. Ground ball to the second baseman, fields it, flips over to first for the
Garcia
second
gone
out.
on a 4-3 ground out. 2 gone now for the Mavericks. Brings to the plate the third baseman, number 31, Taylor Wright.
Another newcomer here, Taylor Wright, as mentioned, not related to the Mavericks batting star Colton Wright. From the same place, Wayne, actually, both from that Vancouver, Surrey, BC area, but not related.
Right.
Taylor Wright goes to school in Oklahoma.
First pitch low and away.
Good eye.
I'll find out that he went to school. You say Garcia goes to Oklahoma?
So can you still cover me on that 13th? July 13th, Saturday.
Hard hit
Ooh,
ball.
fair
Fair
ball.
down the first base line. Right heading for second. He'll be in there standing up. Stand up double.
Stand-up double for...
2-out double for Wright. Brings to the plate now the catcher, number 25, Colton Wright.
Colton Wright coming into this one. A guy that's looking to make some make good on some of these pitchers. He's no stranger to taking some balls for a ride and not putting them over the fence, Wayne. He knows how to do it.
I'm sure Colton has been disappointed with his hitting so far this year, but it's only halfway through the year, and if he can turn it around and get close to where he was last year, it'll help the team in their push towards playoff berth.
That's right. Peyton Harris taking a second here, little communication.
Where do you go for it? That's a good question. Maybe check with. Do you know who Ross is?
No, just go to the souvenir booth.
Souvenir booth
I
might
was
have.
there. She didn't know.
She didn't know, hey? I'll call.
Dot will be down by the 50-50.
You know who Dot is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just find Dot. She would have an idea.
All right.
Fouled off by Wright for 0-2 count.
That pitch looked like a
A
slider
little
low
off-speed
and away.
pitch, yeah. As we bring in our voice far, far away, Guy Lanigan as always.
Way,
Yeah.
way ahead of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a slider low and away or an off-speed pitch
Yeah.
of some sort. Count is 0-2. Shortstop holding right on at second. I like the way Wright trotted into second base. He made that double look easy. He's got a good stride in his running. Pitches high.
He's long legs. He's got long legs.
Yeah, he made that look
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. Usually a tall guy like that, you see him on the mound more so than you would see him on a
Right on the base
on
paths.
the field.
Yeah.
On the field, yeah.
Wright listed at 6'1", 170, and Guy, you might be a little taller than that, but
No, I'm a little shorter than that.
That was a change up high.
I said
to
he- I said
Colton
he
Wright.
might be a
Count
little
is
tall.
2-2.
He might be a little.
He might be a little. Sorry, I thought you said I look.
No, no,
I
no,
might
he-
be a little, no, I'm not a little taller. Yeah.
No, I'm 6 feet, so I see he walked past me today, and he's a little taller than
Yeah.
me. So
Pitch fouled off in on the hands of Colton Wright.
Righty's forcing the Peyton Harris to. There's a little bit of a battle going on here.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. That pitch could have been called a strike, and he was able to fight it off. Keep the bat at bat alive. Pitcher steps off again. Seems was more concerned with the right at second rather than the right at the plate, which he's wrong by doing that.
Yes.
So the count is full. Good at bat by Colton. It was 0-2. He's worked it to a full count.
Over 1,000 people here tonight for sure. Looks
Very
really good.
nice crowd here
Yeah,
tonight.
Really good.
Yeah. Fans are still piling in.
All those visitors coming in Medicine Hat.
Off speed pitch, popped
Yeah.
up to the infield. First baseman is calling for it and takes it.
Mavericks get nothing here. Leave a man stranded after one inning complete to 0-0 score.
Well,
Doesn't move
each
golf
team
club,
had a
does
hit.
their clean
Each
layout
team
with
left a runner on base.
Fox's attention to detail and golf
We'll bring in
enjoyment
Trenton
with
Lee
an emphasis on
for
golf course conditioning and
the
customer
Yorkton
service.
Cardinals.
To
And
strive to surpass your expectations at Desert
way
Lake
when you
Golf.
talked about it, you wanted a quick
Today's
inning
game
for
sponsor, South Country Co-op.
your pitching
Now with
group
over
and
55
your infield,
locations to
but
serve you better.
you want to build some
You're
momentum
at
with
home
your
here
first
at
few
South
at batters
Country
there.
Co-op.
But you know the pitching group of the Yorkton Cardinals, Peyton Harris, didn't do too bad of a job there with getting them out of that first inning, because you know these guys are going to be stressing efficiency for sure tonight anyway.
I agree. I think they're really going to be looking at how can we get through this game using as few pitchers as we can, and the key to that is pitch strikes, throw strikes,
30 seconds
and you're
to
going to
finish
get your outs a lot quicker and keep your pitch count down.
You tweet on there, please.
Well, Jimmy Fallon always has hashtags. He says, here's the hashtag for tomorrow. So,
Second inning brought to you by
Yorkton
Crystal
enters
West
this
Insurance
game
Agency.
in 6th place,
And
last
fans, if
place
your
in the
vehicle
East
has a
Division
license
with a
plate
2-20
number
record.
ZYG
The Mavericks are in 5th place
Congratulations,
with
you
a
have chosen
9
us
and
the cleanest
16
car in the
record.
parking lot. And you just won a free car wash
They're
courtesy
only
of Clean
2
Machine, the
games
official car
behind
wash of the Mavericks.
Edmonton.
4th place
ZYG
and 2.5
162
games
is your
behind
prize at
3rd
the kickoff.
place. So this series is huge. They've got to win, and they've
As a
got
reminder,
to hope
50/50
that
tickets are on sale
Edmonton
now.
and
Make sure you
Fort
get your 50/50
McMurray are
tickets brought to
losing,
you by AC
and they can
Elder
make up that
and
ground this
Associates of
weekend.
RBC
That's right, Wade.
Securities. Get your 50/50 tickets now. It's the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Yorkton Cardinals, starting it off. The third baseman, number 27, Trenton Lee.
You have 6, 7, and 8 coming up?
6, 7, 8, yeah. 27.
He was the beer batter. That's right.
Ball, pitch, or strike, whichever one I didn't or did say there, strike one, and I gotta slow down when I'm too excited. It's nice to be back here. It's been a little bit of a week off there, but now we're back here and we're playing some ball. It's good to be here.
Wasn't that nice having that time off?
I'm rusty now.
Trenton Lee is from Bothell, Washington, a suburb of Seattle.
I think that's Robinson.
Slider high and away, swings through that.
Yeah, it is.
Count is 1 and 2. Lee is batting .245. Flies out to left center field. Left fielder calls it.
Soika making the
Nice
catch.
grab by Soika.
One gone for the Cardinals. Brings to the plate the right fielder, number 20, Sean Monroe.
Oh, Sean Monroe is from Bothell, Washington. Trent Lee is from Pecunia, Mississippi.
Yes, a few Mississippi guys on this roster, Wayne.
To our viewers at home, if anybody can send in the definition of what Pecunia stands for, Pecunia, Mississippi, what the word Pecunia stands for, we'll just check to see who's the first person with the answer.
Wayne, I don't know the answer, so
Wayne knows.
I'm gonna be using the.
Wayne knows the answer.
It's a Spanish word.
Not a Cajun word though, eh?
There might be a little Cajun,
Yeah.
but it's more Spanish.
Yeah.
Cajun is more.
Oh, Wayne,
French.
I got to
Yeah.
Wayne, we got to apologize. Taylor Wright is in Maryland, not University of Maryland, not Oklahoma. His mom, I believe, or family member writes in. Oh, base on balls.
4-pitch walk.
Monroe on with a roll. Breaks to the plate, the shortstop, number 15, Logan McDougal.
Okay, so
Got some
Taylor Wright is from
Taylor
Maryland.
Wright, University of Maryland, not Oklahoma. We had that the other way around. Garcia is from.
Okay, Garcia is from Mesa, Arizona, but played baseball in Oklahoma.
We will double confirm that right away. Check swing in time.
Said he went.
Not quite in time.
Yeah,
I
he
guess.
said he went. The first
Oh, he
baseman
did?
says yes.
Not at the moment. That's when it gets really hot. But
Pitch is high and inside. McDougal is from Summerside, PEI. Good block by Colton Wright. Keeps the runner at first. This is Logan's 21st game. He's batting 161.
You off Monday, Kim? You go to work.
No, I'm working. But,
Good lead at
I mean,
first base. Pitch foul down the third base side into the bullpen area. Count is 2-2.
Oh, my goodness, what's going on?
Yes, it's PJ Garcia.
There's a
Double.
ground ball to the shortstop. Flip to Rat Eye at second, over to first.
A nice play from
Now the top of
Mavericks.
the inning here with a 6-4-3 double play. And Yorkton gets nothing here on the top of the second.
Yes, Wayne, and to correct to our broadcast, our fans, we apologies. PJ Garcia, University of Science and Arts in
Hey, we would like to
Oklahoma.
welcome Mobile One to tonight's patio party along the third base line. Mobile One,
There
give
we
us a
go.
wave up here. Hey, there
Now
they
we
are
know.
enjoying the patio.
Garcia,
Nice
Oklahoma.
sighting. We'd like to also thank
Wright,
Source One Realty
University of
for
Maryland.
sponsoring the patio for the
We got her,
entire
and
season.
so do the Mavericks as the batters go down.
We got some people
And
sitting
Wayne,
on
there's this game's moving quick. That's you talked about with talking with head coach Tom Vasala. That
Thank you,
was
Mesa Brew Company, for sponsoring the
something they
Cardinals
were looking for
season.
from their group, and
If you're
their
interested in one of
pitching,
those,
their
patios,
infield
check
was
out the
efficiency
office
and quickness,
for availability
and that looked pretty efficient and quick
have
to
some
me.
fun on the patio with
I
some
like the
fans.
footwork by Garcia at second base. He's got good feet, quick feet. Had a good feed over to Rat Eye at second base. You can tell he's played shortstop. Mavericks will lead off with Rat Eye, Rodriguez, and Pope. First three hitters in the bottom of the second. Rat Eye is a local Medicine Hat native, batting .380 coming into today's game. Having another very good season. His third year in the league. My, we have an excellent crowd on hand tonight.
Best crowd I've seen this year, I think, so far. It's a good night for baseball, Wayne. We talked about it in the pregame show. It's a really good night for baseball, and
A little bit of a breeze out tonight, but that's okay. It keeps the bugs away.
Oh,
and-
wait,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
done by
keeps us not so
it's
cooped
done
up
by,
here.
I'll go back to it here in a second.
We had a massive rain here a few days ago, ladies and gentlemen. on
Did
Friday,
we ever? Did we
This is
ever?
5, 6,
We had
7
about
hitters due up for the
2.5
Mavericks
inches
starting it
of
off.
rain and
The second
just a
baseman,
matter
number
of a couple
9,
of hours.
Nolan
Rain
Rata.
and hail. But things have dried up nicely. We needed the moisture. It's very dry in this area. In fact, I think we had an inch and a half of rain in a half hour there.
Yes, I
around
think so.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, I have a story for off air for sure. I left my windows rolled down when I was skating. Wayne,
Kim, I'll tell you that here in a second.
did not go well.
First pitch in there for a strike.
No, that was
Group called Blue.
pretend.
Highway.
I might leak the video to social media.
They call
We'll
it
see when.
Scrumming
I'll
with
think
the
about it.
Devil. Is their
We're
album.
skating where?
I was at the Family Leisure Center. Windows were rolled down. Started storming, so I took off my skates and ran out to my truck. It's a funny video.
Oh,
But
okay.
Heard it a long time ago.
That
probably
pitch
about
is
5
blowing
years ago. I
inside,
couldn't
ball
find
one. There was people, I think, skating on the streets with all the hail on some of the streets.
I know. I
Floating.
think so.
Floating.
In on the hands by Radai, fly out to right field. Right fielder is under it for the first out.
Rawhide goes down on a
Good pitch by
F9.
Harris.
One gone. Brings to the plate the first baseman, number 20, Sal Rodriguez.
Sal Rodriguez from one of your faces to say, Crystal Lake, Illinois.
Crystal Lake, Illinois. Exactly. Sal's coming into tonight's game, batting .264, 14 RBIs, and 3 home runs.
Not too bad.
That's it, yeah.
Just hold it.
You gotta turn it on the red button. And then wait.
Called strike one on Rodriguez. One away here, bottom of the second.
Just hold the trigger down.
Yeah, no, you showed me how a couple of times and I can. I'm from.
So there you go. 83.
Pitch is high. Count is
83 miles per hour, we're being told. Recorded pitch there.
We'll try to keep the people off the line.
pitch is high and outside. Count is 2-1.
It's a stalker again. It's a slow thing. No, it is actually this model. It's called stalker. It's
good.
actually the MLB gun.
A nice pitch there for Peyton Harris.
Some of these blocker rehabs are actually
Pitch in on the knees, blown away.
wide.
And on a power hitter like Sal, we were talking about. I think I mentioned it the last broadcast a week ago, Wayne. He was talking about how the pitches seem to keep coming in on his hands, and he's not getting it where he wants to, but he's been working on it, and he thinks it's going to turn around for him.
There's
a good hit for Rodriguez.
Just as you had described, in on his hands, looking for it, gets his hands through, gets the barrel on the bat.
That makes you want to cry.
Good hard single by Rodriguez through the hole.
Oh my god.
Base hit for Rodriguez. Brings to the plate the designated hitter, number 23, Cameron Pope.
Rodriguez doesn't have any stolen bases yet this year. Cameron Pope from Lawrence, Kansas, batting .272. Pitch on the inside corner. Called strike.
It's not bad at all.
And Cameron Pope
August.
put in the DH spot. It's a spot win that he's kind of seemed to find his own, and he's when you're the DH, you just got to go out there and hit the ball. DH has got a pretty easy job.
Hitting isn't easy.
Hitting isn't easy. But it's nice when you have an opportunity that he can really focus in on that. It's not he doesn't have to worry about other things, and you can just do that. 1-2 count here.
I just think I'm just an innings for these balls. Yeah, I've got it on.
Curveball misses outside.
But Wayne, though, you've noticed with Cameron Pope, the coaching staff has used him in a few different positions. We've seen him at the third base spot. We've seen him in left field. I believe I've seen him in right field as well. So he's more than capable of playing a few different positions. And you and I have talked about this. High.
Ball up in the air, catcher doesn't see it, and it lands on the warning track.
Peyton Harris looking quick there. We saw it first, and he tried to get there, but he couldn't.
Corman didn't pick it up at all as a catcher. He couldn't find it at all.
Sometimes the catcher's best thing to do is to look at the pitcher, and all the pitcher has to do is point in the direction. And the
Yep.
catcher can take off in that direction and pick it up on his way.
Peyton Harris was close, though. That guy can move his feet, that's for sure.
Curveball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Rodriguez gets down the second. Catcher still can't find it.
That's a pass ball, I think. Pass ball. Sal wasn't going. He just get a steal for that.
Yeah, it's
I would love to give Poppy a big steal for that,
Right.
but yeah.
It could be a wild pitch or a
Or a wild
pass
pitch,
ball,
one of
but
the two.
yeah.
Pass ball, we'll give it a call.
I would say pass ball.
Full count though here before Cameron Pope.
Pitcher steps off again. Not sure they need to hold Sal on at second base, but there's a pitch high, ball 4. This inning is shaping up to be juicy.
And the new faces, they don't change. Bringing in here Tito Jones. Jones and Nate, this is where I was mixing this up, so I have to apologize. Jones and Nate of Atlas, Oklahoma. Or Atlas.
Altus.
Altus. Yes, and then your favorite place to
Altus,
be in the world,
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. So, no, Tito Altus coming in.
This is Tito's first game for the Mavericks. Squares around a bunt, pulls the bat back.
And Wayne, it's
Vision ball is ready to go.
it's nice to see the Mavericks are still bringing in guys. They're still working on things. They're, the ownership group, coaching staff, they're still looking to tweak things. And, really much if there's guys looking for opportunity, you can come here and be successful.
There's the bunt laid down the third baseline. Oh, great play. The pitcher jumped out of the road to let it go foul. And the third baseman picked it up right
Infield
behind
bunt
him.
for
So that would
Jones.
be a base hit bunt.
Loaded bases. For the center fielder, number 7, Freddie.
Loaded bases for Freddie Walker, and the Mavericks are they've got a few mistakes. I won't call them errors, Wayne, but a few mistakes, and Mavericks are in a good position here to take the lead and get rolling.
Well, I like the call. I like them putting down the bunt. Obviously, Tito can run. I watched him get down the line. He's quick. So, good bunt. And with speed, the worst that happens is you do get thrown out at first, but you got runners on second and third. Normally, that's a play with nobody out, but when you've got a guy like Tito who can run, it'll work with one away. Pitch is low to Freddie Walker. Freddie batting .244. Talk about speed. Freddie has got great speed, plays a great center field, and is 16 for 16 in stolen bases this year. So there's good speed on the base paths. Sal at third base, I would say, has average speed. That was a called strike. So the count is 1-1. Pitch is high. Good take by Freddie. Freddie is from El Cajon, California.
So can you see if it's standard?
Pitch inside. Ball 3. 3-1.
3-1 count, and they're
Thank you.
Base runners have to be anticipating the ball's going to be hit now. Anything in the air, Rodriguez will be tagging. Line drive, 3's on it, on the ground, you got to go. Ball is inside. RBI walk.
RBI walk for Freddie Walker. You know what that means? 2020 vision balls. Mavericks score the first run here. Cheers now.
Time is called. The manager walks out to talk to the pitcher. Top of the order, Austin Soika coming up. Austin hit a ground ball to the first baseman, his first at bat. Austin is batting .360 coming into tonight's game. He also has speed. He's 8 for 11 in stolen bases, so we have great speed on the base paths. With Pope at third base, Tito Jones at second, Freddie Walker at first. Ball in the gap.
Top of the order now for the Mavericks. Brings to the plate the left fielder, number 30, Austin Swanka.
He Yorkton will be looking for a ground ball. Turn the double play. Corners are in. Pitch is a called strike. My words wanted to say ball, but the umpire's right hand went up.
And whose opinion gets to matter more, Wayne?
Yeah, my opinion doesn't count.
That's why we're up here, as you like to say.
There's the ball out into center field. Center fielder going back. The ball is carrying, and it's out of here.
Home run for Austin Soika.
Beauty! That's a beauty!
Carried and carried and carried.
And Austin Soika with a grand slam. It doesn't get any better than that, Wayne. He's been having his last game at home in that series against Edmonton. He hit a home run, and he's starting to find his game. Wayne. That's
Amazing.
That pitch got up in the wind a little bit, although the wind has died down, but that ball just kept carrying.
Yeah, it looked like it was just going and going and going. I didn't think he got enough on it.
PJ Garcia grounded out to the second baseman in his first at-bat of the season. Hard hit ball to the shortstop, stays with it, over to first
Thank you.
for the second out.
Two gone now for the Mavericks. Brings to the plate.
two away
Number
is
31.
Garcia. And Wayne,
The
what are
third
your
baseman,
early impressions
Taylor
on
Rose.
Garcia? It's very fresh, only 2 innings in, but I like Garcia. I like his speed. It's noticeable. He's got some speed. Tito Jones has got some speed. The Mavericks have done a good job, Wayne, of
You're recording it.
restocking their cupboards mid-season and bringing in guys to help them. And so far, I think these acquisitions are starting to benefit them. You see Freddie Walker's been doing well. It's nice to see.
Well, what I'm really hoping that the Mavericks can do is bring in some pitching. Our pitching is ranked 9th out of 12 teams, and the only teams that have a higher ERA than us are
Line drive,
Yorkton
straight
and Brooks,
center field,
two
up
teams
number
that
3, but the
have
Mavericks
fewer
score
wins than
5
us.
here in the
We
bottom
need
of the second
pitching
to
help.
get us.
We
That's
do.
where we need help.
We do.
Hard hit ball by Wright. Liner up
Hey,
the
if
center
you'd like
field
to come
for
to
the
next
third out.
game for free, check out Swirls Ice Cream on Facebook page there and enter the double play contest to win 2 premium seating tickets along with 2 of your favorite Swirls treats to enjoy during the game. It's a summer double play from Swirls Ice Cream. Check it out on their Facebook. And today's game day brought to you by South Country Co-op, locally invested, community-minded, lifetime membership benefits. South Country Co-op.
And Wayne's story of that inning for sure. Austin Soika, grand slam. Doesn't get any better than that. I think, as you said, beauty.
Yeah, and, you know, you got to give credit to Sal leading off the inning with the single, got the ball rolling. Cameron Pope walked, the dreaded walk, and Tito Jones puts down a great bunt to load the bases.
A team effort in a lot of ways.
Right, very well done. Freddie Walker takes a walk to score the first run. Very unselfish up there. It's nice to swing away when you have bases loaded, but taking the walk was the right play, and that set it up for Austin to come in and hit the
9-1-2
grand
hitters
slam.
come
So great job of hitting by
For the Yorkton Cardinals,
the
it's going to be
Maverick
their
hitters.
9-1-2 hitters starting it off. The second baseman, number 18, Grant Kosanke.
Kosanke is coming in, batting 188. This is his 6th game. He's from Slinger, Wisconsin.
You want the, what do you want?
First pitch swinging in the hole. Jones tried to make a great play, or Garcia, I'm sorry. Not
Base
in
hit for
time.
Sankey. Brings to the plate now.
A nice
top
hit
of the order,
for,
fielder, number 21, Ty.
A nice hit by Kosanki there. He found the hole, and
Yeah.
but you notice
went up
Garcia-
swinging.
you
Went
do.
up swinging.
you do. And in the case of the Yorkton Cardinals win, you may as well swing. You know, these guys have got nothing to lose in a lot of ways. They're saying, let's hit the ball, let's try and get something going, and
Well,
these guys got a lot of baseball left to play.
yeah, there's lots of outs yet in this game, so they have to get something going. They want to come back and score right away to take the momentum away from the Mavericks.
That's right.
So getting your leadoff hitter on is key to having a rally started.
Ooh, get out, foul, get foul.
Tashahaki Ho hits it foul down the first base line. Tai Takahashi Ho hails from Irvine, California.
You mentioned.
He grounded out to the first baseman on a 3-1 putout, his first at bat. There's a big hole on the right side now with Sal holding Kosanki on at first. That pitch
Called
he-
strikeout.
That pitch he was very late in his swing.
Steele, how many strikeouts for Steele? Is that his first?
Second strikeout there for Steele, brings to the plate the designated hitter, number 9, Noah Barron.
And Wayne, as you say to me all the time, whenever I ask you these questions, is what's the best thing a pitcher can do after they, throw a strikeout? It's throw strikes. Your answer to me is always the same. It never changes, and Steele's doing a good job.
Yeah, baseball hasn't changed in 145 years, so it's still throw strikes. Ball in the dirt, good block by Colton. Noah Barron is their power threat with 5 home runs this year, batting .344. Native of Hoover, Alabama. Ball hard hit, great play by the third baseman over to Red Eye. On the transfer, dropped the ball.
Fielder's choice. Runner put out.
Hard hit ball, but a
First
great
put out.
play.
Or second put out. 5-4.
Fielder's
First base
choice,
by
Hunter
Taylor Wright.
going to second out on a 5-4. 2 run now for the Cardinals. Brings to the plate the first baseman, number 28, Jason Wallace.
That would have been a great double play had that been turned.
That's a long one. Those are the long, hard double plays.
Barron can scoot down the line. He was running well. He's got 3 stolen bases this year, so
Bottom of the inning is Monty. 4 out.
this window isn't in the road here.
I follow. I'll be down there in 1 out.
Okay, so just hit batter.
Count is 1-0 to Jason Wallace from Fontana, California. Another good block by Colton Wright.
Why did it draw? Yeah.
Check to see whether we didn't. Count is 2-0.
Batter, that's my head.
Barron taking an average lead at first base. Pitch, swung, missed, slider. Catches Wallace out front. Wallace walked his last at bat.
He's a big guy.
He is a big guy.
Jammed him.
Pitch in on the fist, got some English on it. Backspin.
He's-
Eye overran it. But on a play like that, you can't read the spin on the ball until it hits the dirt.
Base hit for Wallace.
No, and sometimes those plays are going to happen. That's just a part of baseball once in a while.
Yeah, certainly is.
Runners on first and second here for the Yorkton Cardinals. Matthew Corman coming in to catcher.
First pitch swinging, Wright cuts it off, goes the short route to second base for the Rat Eye for the out.
Fielder's choice.
5-4
Runner at first
put
base.
out,
So, yeah. Runner at, on 5. Yeah.
and no damage done. Steele does a good job
Nothing
of
happening
getting out
here
of the
for the
inning.
Yorkton Cardinals. They leave two stranded. Still 5-0 lead for the Mavericks after 2.5.
I like what I've seen so far from Taylor Wright at
Bottom of the
third
third
base.
inning,
I
brought
do,
to you by
he's
Safety Net, helping you help
not
others
looking too
provide
bad over there at
first
all.
aid.
And where's he from? And from University of Maryland. That's right.
Vancouver native. I like the way he runs.
Me too. Yep.
On the double. Made a great diving play to just about turn 2. And then that play cuts it off. That's the right thing for the third baseman to do. Take everything you can.
And it's got to feel good for him to be able to come in here and make an impact right away like that, Wayne. That's what you're looking for.
Exactly. He wants to have a good game. He wants his name in the lineup again tomorrow.
Over to help on, put his head on, please.
And it would be tough for
Paper delivery, is that correct? Down, row,
both
paper delivery.
Taylor and Garcia
Three
on
outs,
the left side. They haven't played with each other before. This is their first game for both of them.
So they're going to need to have
So the
that
communication.
Yep.
They'll be talking in between innings about who takes what balls, and Taylor there cut in front of Garcia, but
Yep.
that's the right play.
As a former coach, what would be your message to two guys who are just coming in? Would it just be that communication? Keep it simple. Play a simple game. Would that be the message to them?
Yeah, and communicate. There's going to be certain plays
The catcher,
where the
number
third
25,
baseman may want to cut in
Colton
front of the shortstop when it's not the right time. The shortstop might be on the move, running in on a ball, and the third baseman is going hard back into the hole towards shortstop, and that's a play you got to let the shortstop take. But the shortstop has to call off the third baseman in that play. Colton Wright leading off the bottom of the third. Colton popped up to the first baseman his first at bat. First pitch swinging, follows it straight back. Are you eating, you dog? Something smells good up here.
Well, that's Sammy's curry in a hurry. I just got a whiff of that butter
did you?
chicken
I
going.
did
I was
too,
like,
yeah.
oh, that smells good.
There's some good food trucks out here. Some good food at the concession.
Sure is, Wayne. Sure is.
Is that Sammy's Curry?
Sammy's Curry in a Hurry, I believe.
Curry and Hurry.
Very good.
Food truck. Yeah, they're parked right in the park here.
And the wind's not helping us.
I gotta close this window or I'll be chewing my arm off here.
I have a dummy account that I don't really update or anything on. It's not even under my name.
Ball in the dirt. Count is 1 and 2
Administrator
on
on that.
Colton.
Yeah, okay. And that's on 3. Like it's on Facebook Twitter.
Yeah. And MySpace.
That's a long day for Yorkton, that's for sure, playing already.
Pitch is high. Evens the count.
Not to mention losing 23-3.
Was that 9 innings, that game, Wayne, in Lethbridge?
I would imagine.
Yes, it
would
was.
have been,
Yes, it
yeah.
was, guys.
Wow.
Took a while. As mentioned, they only showed up about 20 minutes before the game tonight, Wayne.
Pitch is high. Another good at bat by Colton. Last at bat, he worked an 0-2 count into a full count.
I have here that it was only 7.
And he was a victim of
Might
a
have been 7.
catch from the first baseman.
Another pitch in on the hands. Same pitch as before. Colton couldn't get out in front. Swings
Right
through
goes
it.
down, swinging, brings to the plate now for the Mavericks. The second baseman, number 9, Nolan Ratai.
Nolan Radai
3 runs and
needs
7
no introduction.
Old Town paper delivery.
Yeah, 10-4.
And Wayne, he's had a good year, but he seems to be just continually getting even better.
Hey,
And
he's just a good all-around ball player. One of those guys that you don't think is hurting you until after the game as a coach. You look in the box score and you think, geez, that guy went 3 for 5. Walked a couple of times, stole a base, played great defense, and you think, well, we didn't even notice him out there at second base.
no. How hard is it to find players like that? They don't come around all the time.
Hard hit ball to the third baseman over to first. Good scoop by the first baseman.
Rattay goes down on a 5-3 ground out. 2 gone now for the Mavericks. Brings to the plate the first baseman, number 20, Sal Rodriguez.
I like to say that those ball players are a dime a dozen, but they aren't. They're very rare.
They're very rare. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's. Called strike there.
Ball that's popped up to the infield. Pitcher's backing up. Shortstop calls him off.
Rodriguez gone
Third out.
on an infield fly. Mavericks score over here. They get nothing, but they still have it at 5. Nothing lead after 3 completes. It looks like we got some action down there on the field down by first base. Janessa, what we got going on?
I'm here with Braden and Ben, and they're here to play the Old Town Paper Delivery Ring.
Center fielder number 6, Phil Wellen. He strikes out this
Wayne, we were just talking about this off air. The Wright boys playing in the PBL league in BC. A good league, you were saying.
Yes,
A
very
good
good
league
league.
out BC.
Premier Baseball League is one of the top midget baseball leagues in Canada.
The Mavericks are lucky to have 2.
A lot of pro baseball players have come out of that league. Count is 2-0 to Whalen, who struck out looking his first at bat. Oh, ball 3. Please not. The
Please,
dreaded-
no.
Not the leadoff walk.
No, we talk about it, Wayne. We don't tell me the percentage.
Good pitch in there, called strike.
Wayne, is that you have nightmares? Is the leadoff walk on?
Well, I think the Mavericks are having nightmares. We've walked way more batters, hit way more batters, thrown way more wild pitches than any other team in the league.
No, you.
So that would be a concern if I was a coach.
No, I think pitching coach Jared Libke's had a few bad dreams that have become reality. And there it is.
Oh,
A nightmare.
I thought he was going to ring him
Leadoff
up.
walk
Me
for
too.
Wellen. Brings to the plate the third baseman, number 27.
That was a close pitch, but ball 4. Trenton Lee flew out to left field. His first at bat, now batting 245 from Picayune, Mississippi.
And nobody's answered your trivia question yet. Why don't you ask it again?
What does the word Picayune stand for?
Way outside. A nice grab from Colton right there to avoid getting the runner any further.
That's tonight's trivia question. Picayune.
The coon. Can I take a pass on that? I don't even want to guess. I don't even know if that's an option.
Good pitch in on the hands. Lee can't get around on it. Foul tips it into the catcher's mitt. Count is 1-1. Another pitch, swing and strike, called. Count is 1-2. A good fastball by Owen Steele there up in the zone. He seems to have picked up his velocity since the game started.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well, actually. I wonder.
There's the 1-2 pitch. The runner is off and going. Strikeout and the throw a little off.
Just a little off.
Strike out of the plate and then have him.
So a stolen base
And go to him.
by Whalen
SB. Yeah.
and a strikeout.
Strikeout there
Trent
for
Lee.
Steele. On a stolen base for the Cardinals. One gone and then brings to the plate.
And Whalen with the stolen base there, Wayne, showing some good speed.
Yeah, you got a great jump. Tough play for Colton Wright when you have somebody swinging in front of you to come up and make an accurate throw. It would have been close either way. That pitch, slider on the outside corner, called strike one. Sean Monroe from Bothell, Washington is now batting. Grounded out to the shortstop. His first at bat. Here's a pitch.
It's up, man.
Fly ball into the third base side. Just misses a couple of fans on the very top railing.
Tuck and roll, I guess. That's one way to avoid it.
I'm going to estimate we have about 1,000 fans here tonight.
Yeah, Wayne, I was going to say 1,000 too.
1,100.
1,100 you're predicting, Cam?
Scorekeeper Cam says 1,100. We'll see who's right.
Well, we should ask Mr.
Kim Johnston.
Accuracy down there. Kim Johnson last game predicted that it would take 13 runs
For Game 3 of the series with the Edmonton Prospects to win the game.
to win the game, and the score ended up 13-12.
11:03.
11:03. Oh, you're playing that game?
Count is 1-2.
$1.
11:03 prediction. 1 and 2 count.
Pitch outside. Count is 2-2. So Kim, did you realize when you went home, because I think you left a little early that game when you predicted
The
that
second game, yeah.
that would take 13
game.
runs.
Third game you predicted that.
You
Kim.
said it would take 13 runs to
Oh.
win, and it ended up 13-12.
How about that, eh?
We were saying he's a prophet. Probably can walk on water.
Man of many talents. The voice to my childhood, waking up every day for school, Kim Johnston, and now I get to work with him.
Count is 2-2. Here's the pitch by Steele.
Ooh.
Curveball is high, misses. That pitch looked like it got away from Owen. Count is full. There's one away. Good lead off on second. Oh, he was going to break for third. Good job by Owen to step off. Radeye was going to sneak in at second, but Owen stepped off.
Really changing up his delivery time, eh, Wayne?
Yeah, you'll have to do that more often.
Yeah, a lot.
Because they, they're going to, especially a base runner like Whalen who
Yeah.
stole second. He got a
He's gonna
great
be
jump stealing second, and now he was anticipating his one look to second and go to home, but Owen froze him there.
Hey, what's got?
Count remains full. Leading off, and Whalen's off, stealing third.
Base on balls.
A walk and a stolen
Monroe
base
gets on
puts
the-
runners on the corner.
The stolen base. Runners on the corners now brings to the plate.
And Wayne, a battle that goes in way favor of
15, Logan
the Yorkton Cardinals. You talked about Steele, his
folks,
velocity,
if you're
but
missing a set of keys,
for
keys been found on a seat here.
Steal weight, I think it's important just to
pick it up at the office or
throw strikes.
Not said she's going to
get back on the horse, get back on the horse. That one got that one, you know, that was a battle that didn't go his way, but for him the best way to recover is go here. And you know what, it wasn't a bad battle by any means.
Well, you get a ground ball here to your middle infielders and or back to your pitcher, ground ball, double play or out of the inning. First pitch to McDougal from Summerside PEI is high. Throw over to first base just to make Monroe aware that he's thinking about him by Steele. Steele's getting a good aggressive lead at first base. Fakes.
Called strike.
Takes a steal. Count is 1-1. Monroe has another good lead. There's a ball that's popped up. Colton Wright behind home plate throws the mask off, makes the catch.
Not a bad play by Colton Wright. Looking good.
2 on now for the Cardinals. Springs to the plate. Second baseman number 18, Grant Kosanke.
Catchers always make those look easy, and with the wind blowing the way it is tonight, it's not blowing hard, but it is blowing. When
Just
it gets up above the stands, it can jump on you.
Can get a little wonky. It can.
With the backspin, it's always going to come back to the infield, and Colton's held his ground. Pitch is high to the number 9 hitter, Grant Kosanke from Slinger, Wisconsin. Good lead at first base. Steele steps off. Looked like Monroe was going to go on that one. However, with the number 9 hitter up, chances are you don't want to run. Swinging through that one, 1-1. What you don't want to do is get thrown out at second base in this situation.
That's right, Wayne.
You're leading off the next inning with your number 9 hitter who's batting 188. Foul back, count as 1-2.
And what is the doctor ordering here? I think Steele's looking for a strikeout here. 2 out. It's a good opportunity for the Mavericks to end this inning. And Wayne, knock on wood, but so far Mavericks are moving quick and efficient. I mentioned that before. You want to see that go and keep going right here.
You do. Oh, that's a pitch. Fastball up and away. Kosanke manages to get the bat on that. I don't think you'll see another fastball.
I can't see it either.
I think we'll be seeing a curveball here, but he hasn't caught up to his fastball yet either, but we'll see. That looked like a slider on the inner half, not where you want that pitch.
No.
With the count of 1-2, you want a pitch that's not going to be close to the middle of the plate.
A 2-2 count, Wayne. Sorry. Bad statistician over here. Or no, not 1-2.
There's pitch. Ground ball hit to Garcia at second. Over
That'll
the
do it.
At second. It was hit to Garcia at short. I'm sorry.
6-4. Nothing happening here for the Cardinals in the top of the inning. All right, fans, take a look at your programs. Programs. Go to the RJ's Ice and Water app. And if you have the signature of number 11, Tito Jones.
Wayne Steele's able to put the ball in play there.
You just won a $10 gift certificate.
6-4.
job.
Yeah, a 6-4 comes in. He makes a simple play, and if my eyes don't deceive me, I do believe that was PJ Garcia making the play. And
Garcia.
Wayne, you can notice his impact right away.
Well, that's a routine ball. That's a play you've got to make. It wasn't hard hit, and he made the play. And all you have to do is make the routine plays, and you're an all-star. If you make the exceptional plays, that's just a bonus.
That's just a bonus.
Who's starting it off here, guys?
Cameron Pope.
hitters due up for the Mavericks, starting it off. The designated hitter number 23, Cameron Pope.
Cameron Pope walked his first at bat and came around to score. Had a good at bat. Hopefully we can get the same result this time around. Get on first base with nobody out. Ooh.
1-1 count
That was
here.
ugly.
Oh, that was ugly.
Count is 1-1.
It's too far in his hands.
Pitch low and away, a good slider. It's going to be out of play down the right field side line. Foul territory.
And when the Mavericks are still missing a Russell Strilchuk, who has the wildest spray chart out of anybody on this team. But Pope's also got that ability a little bit too in himself, Wayne, to put the ball kind of all over the map.
It swings through that slider. Curveball low in the dirt.
Pope goes down swinging and one gone for the Mavericks. Brings to the plate now. The
Yeah,
right
Cameron's
fielder,
been able to
number
hit the ball all
11,
over.
Tito.
Yeah, he
I'm
does.
really impressed with Strilchuk and Klingensmith, the way they spray the ball.
They both do a good job as well, that's right.
Tito Jones coming to the plate right now. Tito had a single on a base hit bunt. His first at bat, he can run. This is only his first game with the Mavericks. Left-handed hitter from Altus, Oklahoma.
Third base really in on the grass now.
Yeah,
Because of that
expecting
bunt,
that
eh?
bunt, yeah.
Yep.
That draws the infield in if they know you can run and bunt. Now a little line ball in the hole and the third baseman can't get to it. Count is 2-0. Pitch in there, called strike. Seagull making life interesting. Pitch up in the zone. Tito just misses it. Count is 2-2. Outside of the one inning, Peyton Harris has done a good job.
Yes, he has. I was just going to say, I was actually, took the words right out of my mouth. He's,
Another pitch, Tito swings, just gets under it, follows it back to the netting.
no, he hasn't done too bad of a job at all.
Pitcher 1, catcher 2, 3, 4, and then third base 5, 6 is shortstop, and then 7, 8, 9.
That's just stupid. He should be 3. He should be 4 and 5.
Here's the pitch. Count is 2-2. Way inside. Full count.
Norton, is there a specific pitch you're anticipating here?
Well, a strike.
You and your strikes.
Well, it doesn't matter what you throw as long as you can throw it for a strike. High fastball.
Big cut there by Jones. Missing. Out number 2 for the Mavericks. Brings to the plate.
Freddie Walker.
The center fielder, number 7, Freddie Walker.
And you talk about the speed element, Wayne. Is there, you think that was done on purpose by Coach Tom Vasella to put Walker right after another speedy guy in Jones, get some runners on base? You think that was kind of a game plan the coaching staff went over?
Well, it never hurts to have speed in your lineup, no matter where you
No matter
put
where
it.
you put it.
But Tito not having played before, I'm sure that they were thinking, okay, we're not sure about him. We've heard great reports about PJ Garcia, so we'll bat him a little higher, and Tito Jones will bat him a little lower to find out what he can do. There's a fly ball out to right field.
Mavericks
Caught
still in order
easily
here
for
in the
the
bottom of
third
the
out.
4th. They get nothing happening. Well, they still have that 5-0 lead after 4 complete.
One, two, three inning for Yorkton.
And a good, wait, now you got to give credit where it's due. We were just talking about it. Peyton Harris, that's a good inning.
No, they're getting exactly what they want out of him, having already played today. He hasn't thrown very many pitches at all. He had the one bad inning where he gave up the 5 runs. 2 of them were walks, but other than that, he's had 1, 2, 3 innings. The last 2 innings, he set down the last 8 batters.
All right,
in a row.
fans, let's
That's
have
right.
some fun. Hey, it's a weekend. It's the long weekend. It's Canada Day long weekend. Sections A, B, and C. You got to do the movements to the YMCA first, and then let's go G, E, and F. You guys got to join in. Come on, what do you guys say? Everybody, let's have some fun, right? Are we about having fun today? Hey, fans, are we about having fun? We're about having fun, right? Stand up, shake your boogaloo-galoo, do the twist and shout. I don't care, but you got to do the motions here when we get to the YMCA. What do you think?
Monty is not in the back.
All right, everybody, let's go!
Get that squared away. Man, flag up. Give it to Matt.
All right, underneath the grandstand, your turn. Oh, that's sweet. I love it. Starting off before the Yorkton, it's number 21, Kai Takahashi Ho.
Takahashi coming in. Oh, first pitch swing. And you fans, you know what that is.
First pitch, first swing, first out for Yorkton.
3-1.
3-1 ground out.
3-1 ground
Brings to the
out.
plate the designated hitter, number 9, Noah Barron.
Takahashi goes down. Nola Barron coming in. Victim of a fielder's choice his first at bat. The Alabama native at the plate. And for Barron, he's putting a spot in the lineup where his coaches, they're looking for something from him, and he's trying to do his best to deliver.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have Easton is going to be holding the flag today, if that's alright with everybody.
No, I want Monty.
And hats off to my partner in crime here, Wayne Slosher, on
Lane.
getting a little gift from the crowd, I'm guessing here. I'm not sure what was going on, but Wayne, while you were gone there, did you happen to catch the 3-1 ground out?
No, I didn't. I missed that. That was Takahashi Ho.
Yeah, saw first pitch. Count is 2-0 right now. 3-0, sorry, base on balls, and that'll do it for the first one. Apologies.
Darren on with a walk, brings to the plate the first baseman, number 28, Jason Wallace.
And Wayne, pretty simple here for the Mavericks. You just seen Steele make the motion. They're looking to put a ball in play here, and I think it's pretty easy to tell what they're going for here and what they're looking for.
Well, we'll see how long Barron stays at first base. Usually when you're down by 5 runs, you're not going to steal, but right now I think Yorkton are going to do any and everything to get somebody into scoring position.
Ball one called here, and
Barron's got 3 stolen bases on the season. He hasn't been caught yet. Jason Wallace batting from Fontana, California. This is his 18th game. Ball in the dirt. Good block by
another good block by Colton Wright. Wayne, it's something I've noticed you've really taken a keen eye on. What does that do for your team when you have a catcher back there who you can trust for those blocks? How much confidence does it provide for your team?
They're worth their weight in gold. Somebody who can catch the ball and block the ball. Hard hit ball to the shortstop. Over to Radai, over to first. Double play.
Get out of this inning.
Called it.
6-4-3 double play. After 4.5 innings, Mavericks still with a 5-0 lead. It looks like we got some action coming out here in Janessa. It looks like the Cottonwood Coulee closest to the pin contest. What do we got?
That's a perfect example of having a good catcher.
Yeah.
Blocking the ball, keeping the runner on first.
Then the next
Next
pitch, and then
pitch
they
is
get
a
that.
double play.
No, it's crucial. Colton Wright is a popular player for a variety of reasons, but You know, when
He works
That's
so hard
Easton
all
holding
the
the
time.
flag
does.
there. Good job, Easton.
Terrence did an awesome job with him. He's a real good team leader. We our interview that him and I had earlier this year was one of the better interviews, and it's a treat to talk to somebody like that, Wayne. When you know you just somebody who just gets it, and they just want to do things the right way and work hard and win. And
He's such a team player.
you know that's what I mean. And that 16-inning game that the Mavericks had, where you had a nice little vacation and watching that in your bed. While you were laying in your bed, Colton Wright sat in there the whole game, and
I noticed that, and he was still covering first base.
that's right.
On a ground ball to the infield in the
Parents, if your
15th and
kids are 12 and
16th
under,
inning.
make sure they're
That's,
registered in the 2019 Sobeys Mini Mavericks Club.
What can you say?
People don't see that.
No, they don't. They don't.
But when you kind of notice things like that,
On your chip bag, head on down to the office for your
you realize how badly he wants to win.
Yeah, that's right.
Bottom of the fifth inning, brought to you by Yaroshenko and Heidegger Criminal Defense Lawyers.
So we have
Mr. Grand
one,
Slam
1,
himself.
2, and 3 batters coming up. Soika, Garcia, and Wright leading off for the Mavericks in the bottom of the fifth.
Hey fans, don't forget to get your 50-50 tickets on sale now. Get your 50-50 tickets now.
Hey guy, can I get you to announce that table after one more time, please?
You betcha. It's going to be the 1, 2, 3 hitters for the Mavericks starting it off. Leadoff hitter from
Lots of
left
Mavericks
field,
right there.
number 30, Austin Soika.
And Wayne
Soika
Austin
with the
Soika
big
coming in.
glass.
Yep. What?
Yep.
No secret what he did. Looking like a young Guy Lanigan there, if I do say so myself.
No, I've
One
never
for
hit a
two
grand
tonight.
slam ever.
Not even in softball.
Soika with a grand slam home run, swings on the first pitch, high fly ball down the left field line. Left fielder's underneath it, right on the foul line, makes the catch for the first out.
And a good hustle there by the left fielder for the Yorkton Cardinals.
Soika retired.
Yeah, he had to cover a
Brings
lot
to
of
the plate
ground.
now for the Mavericks. The shortstop, number 5, TJ Garcia.
Garcia's 0 for 2 so far, grounded to the second baseman and to the shortstop. Looking for his first hit of the season.
And Wayne, a great way to get a lot of respect from your teammates early on is, you know, be successful and
Hey fans, check out that championship
For Garcia,
game that we're
it's-
raffling off down there by the barbecue.
you know, when you just think about sports concept and sports culture, it's a good way to fit in early, Wayne, is, you know, have success and play well.
Yeah, just play hard. You know, the success will come if you play hard. Ground ball. Garcia trips coming out of the batter's box, but it was an easy play for the
Garcia
first
goes down.
baseman.
3-2 gone now for the Mavericks. Brings to the plate the third baseman, number 31, Taylor Wright.
Taylor Wright looks like he's about 6'3", 6'4".
I think he checks in about 6'2", I think.
There's a hard hit ball into the gap in left center field, but the right fielder gets a good jump on it over there to make the catch.
Nice line drive there by Wright, but better catch there by the right fielder. Mavericks go in order here after 5 completes. It's a 5-0 game.
And Wayne, the game's
That's
moving
11,
quick.
11 in a row put down by Peyton Harris for the Yorkton Cardinals.
No, and you talked about it, Wayne. That's that was other than the one
All right, fans, take a look
other
at
than
your
the one
program
meeting
again,
from
please. What
head
your
coach.
gas king ad, and we're looking for the signature of number 20, Sal.
Robbie
Rodriguez.
Dombrowski. Sorry,
Their gas king.
after
ad.
that meeting, you settled
You
in.
have that signature of number 20, Sal Rodriguez. You just won an amazing gift bag from Gas King. Go see Leighton in the ticket office to claim your prize. And again, we would like to thank South Country Co-op for sponsoring today's game. South Country Co-op. If you're a member, you're an owner. Top of the 6th inning, brought to you by Southland Charters. partner of the Mavericks, Southland Transportation. Dedicated to getting groups of all sizes safely home. Book a bus with them right now by visiting southland.ca. And fans, like I was saying before, check out that championship table that we're raffling off down there by the barbecue. $10 a ticket. Only 100 tickets are going to be sold. And once those 100 tickets are gone, we'll make the draw.
And Wayne, I see you're taking a look at the score around the league right now. As you mentioned, Lethbridge took down Yorkton in game 1 of them for the day, 23-3. But tell us what's going on around the league.
Check out that championship
Well,
table.
we have a final in from Okotoks. They defeated Regina 4-3.
The 4, 5, 6 hitters do
Bottom
here
of the
for the
fifth,
Cardinals.
Swift Current are up on Melville
The catcher,
2-1.
number 30, Matt Corman.
Top of the sixth, Edmonton are leading Weyburn 6-0. In the top of the fifth, Fort McMurray is leading Brooks 7-2. And the second game of a doubleheader, Okotoks are leading Regina in the bottom of the fourth 5-3.
That Okotoks team, Wayne, they it's not by accident that those guys are where they are in the standings. They are a good team.
Yeah, they're playing well. There's no doubt. So Matthew Corman up at the plate is a 1 for 2.
Let's see, just my D6s. Radio for both, or?
Pitch way outside. The count is 1-2. Another pitch high to Matthew Foreman.
A few pitchers getting away here on Steele a little bit here in the top of the 6th. For Matthew Corman, he just wants to get on base here
He does.
by any means
Exactly.
necessary.
Foreman hails from Calgary, Alberta.
You got to assume some family in town this weekend, Wayne, for the games.
I would think so, yes.
Always a good chance when a player gets to spend time with family and friends, right? It's popped way out here, and
Fly ball to right field. Easy catch.
Tito Jones making the catch out in right field, 1-1 for the
Tito
Cardinals.
Jones making his presence felt here with the nice grab out in right field. Wayne, as I was saying,
Brings to the lead our budget lines beer
you know,
batter,
some
number
people
6,
don't understand.
Phil
It's hard on the parents too, right? You know, you miss your kids. You don't get to spend time with them. You know, for
Minutes.
these kids are these guys are sacrificing. You know, spending time with friends back home, and
Budget lines, your local
family expenses cost. So anytime a player from any team in any sport, for that matter, has a chance to spend a weekend or a few days with parents, I'm happy for them, Wayne.
Well, I'm sure if they are traveling, they went to Lethbridge today, and you'd think that they'd come over here and they can watch 4 games in 3 days. Count is 2-0. On Phil Whalen from Canmore, Alberta. Just in between Calgary and Banff National Park.
I tried out for a hockey team there once, Wayne, actually, in Canmore.
Canmore Eagles.
Canmore Eagles.
Hunter Cooper warming up in the bullpen there, Wayne.
Hunter Cooper warming up as Guy Lanigan reporting here.
There's a fly ball out into center field. Freddie Walker underneath it, making an easy catch.
Center field, 2 gone. Brings to the plate now the third baseman, number 27, Trenton Lee.
Trenton Lee is 0 for 2. Struck out his last at bat. Is he the beer batter?
No, the guy before that was.
No, Phil Whalen.
Nice pitch here for Steele as he gets ahead and ball in the dirt, 1-1 count. And Wayne, what have you thought of Steele's game tonight? It's, obviously Peyton Harris catching a little fire there, but I think Steele's been fine too. You talk about it, you beat it with a dead horse, throw strikes, and he's got. Steele has the ability to throw strikeout after strikeout. I mean, you've seen the one game earlier in the season when he had, I think eight or nine in one game is that's right. So.
Well, that was that marathon.
He came into this game with a 26-8 strikeout to walk ratio.
Did we ever figure out whether that
Tonight
was
he's
a
only
walk
walked or
that
only
was a straight
struck out
right?
3, but he's walked 5. So I think efficiency, 5 walks is too many. Ball hit to the shortstop.
Lead on a 6-3, and Cardinals get nothing here in the top of the 6th.
Garcia makes the play.
They go over. Hey, other scores
like
that
the
we're
way
kind of
he's
watching in
battled,
the
even
though
WCBL.
Me too.
Got a couple
Doubleheader,
runners
first
on, he's
game,
able to bear down.
Okotoks beat Regina
Gets
4-3.
the key outs when he needs them.
He
In the
does. He
second
really
game
does.
of that doubleheader, Okotoks leads Regina 5-3, and that's in the top of the 5th inning. Fort McMurray leads Brooks 7-2, and that's in the top of the 5th. In the bottom of the 5th inning. Colton Wright.
I think Colton's due. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He's had good at bats, getting 2 strikes on him both times, working the count
He
to
has.
full count, and then struck out his last at bat, popped out to first his first at bat, but still quality at bats.
No, he has.
Last call for 50-50, correct?
First pitch swinging.
Third.
And home team home run challenge in 3 outs, right?
Yes, sir.
And 4.
There's a pitch, line drive down the left field line. That's fair ball. Colton hustling down to 2, slides in safely at second base. A double.
Leadoff double for Wright.
That's a
Mavericks
great
will
at
take
bat.
that. Yep.
They got him out 2 previous times on a pitch on the inner half.
Brings to
This
the plate
time
the
he
second
put his
baseman,
hands
number 9.
in and got the
Nolan
barrel out
Rata.
front on
And
it.
was able to make that adjustment that you keep talking about,
I
right?
think he
Wayne?
was expecting a pitch on the inner half again.
Last call for 50-50 as well. Last
Pulled
call,
his hands
50-50.
in. Great,
Now.
great at bat. So we got a leadoff runner on second base. The odds of him scoring was with nobody out or what?
66%.
Ryder?
66%, Wayne.
67%. Yeah, 66.
66. So that'll help though. A single.
Yep.
Blue
by-
signal for Rata moves right over to third. Runners on the corners. For the first baseman, number 20, Sal Rodriguez.
Sal is 1 for 2 with a run scored.
So bad, do you think that Coach
We got number going there. 13 in the bullpen there for Madison.
Number 13, yes.
gonna score.
Bell hits a gapper, first pitch into the alley. Red-Eye coming around to score.
And he will.
Backing up. Two RBI double by Sal Rodriguez.
2 RBI double Rodriguez.
A 7-0 game here, Wayne, and the batters look woke. The batters have woken up, and we're seeing some movement now in the. Yeah, that we are. They are getting warmed up.
Gage Buck is warming up. Gage is from Abbotsford, BC.
The designated hitter,
I wonder if he
number
played in the
23,
PBL.
Cameron Pope.
One more hit and he's done.
Good start to this inning by the
Heads
Mavericks.
up, fans.
Double, single, double. 2 runs. Runner at second base. Nobody out. Cameron Pope batting. Change up or a curveball got away from Harris. Count is 1-1. Again, Cameron looking to advance the runner to third base, hitting it to the right side if possible.
Harris is making him
Count
work
is
for it,
1-2.
though. And when, the scoreboard may tell a story, but like I said, I think Harris hasn't had that bad of a game. As you see, I think his time is dwindling here, but you take away a couple like that 1-5 run inning.
There's a little pop-up over the second baseman, and that is
Nice
caught. Great catch by the second baseman. Over the shoulder, drop it in my lap catch. Great job. He never gave up on it.
One gone for the Mavericks. Brings to the plate now. The right fielder, number 11, Tito Jones.
Yeah, I agree. I think Harris is maybe playing out a little bit right now. It is the bottom of the 6th inning,
It's moving quick.
but he's pitched well. But give credit to our hitters. This is the 3rd time around having a look at him, and they're knowing what he's throwing right now. His velocity may be down a mile an hour or so.
No question about that one. Called
But,
strike there. But
both-
no, I agree. I agree,
Both
Wayne.
Colton Wright, Nolan Radai, and Sal Rodriguez made an adjustment, and Sal's hit the ball hard twice tonight. First one was a screamer on the ground between short and third.
Sal made him flinch.
He did. He wanted to get that uniform dirty guy. Fouled off here for
Tito Jones.
Yes. Tito Jones, sorry, not. Just called him Sal Rodriguez.
Yeah, last call. 50-50. Get him now. Last call.
As mentioned,
50-50.
newcomer Tito Jones is from Altus,
Altus.
Oklahoma.
You like Altus? No,
I
or
do.
Atlas.
Atlas. It just seems easier.
Ground ball, slow roller to the shortstop. Doesn't have a play. Drones runs very well. Got down the first baseline. No
Base hit to
play.
Jones.
Base hit for Jones in the field.
That's gonna be it, I think.
I agree. I think that could be it for Mr. Harris.
Something to do here.
We believe it'll be Buck coming in. Gage Buck, the native of Abbotsford, BC, but let's wait and see if it's him for sure, Wayne.
Well, looks like they're leaving him in.
And Wayne, I think when you talked about it, with the fact they had a doubleheader today and it went the way it did, they want to leave Harris in there, Wayne, as long as they can. That's the goal for this. They want to.
Well, I think they're going to give him one more about
The
it.
center fielder, number 7, Freddie Walker.
He hasn't pitched that bad. I think they're hoping for a double play here, but they haven't played each other yet this year, so they don't know Freddie Walker's speed. he won't be easy to double off.
And you could be looking at a bunt option here for Walker. He's more than capable.
Yeah, with one out, I'm not sure that we would be looking to bunt here.
And I'm not sure we would be either, but if there's one person who's going to do it, Wayne.
Right. If he does it, he's probably going to do it on his own. Freddie has walked and scored tonight. Had an RBI with his walk. His base is loaded. Ground ball hit to the second baseman over to first, and he beats it out.
Fielder's
That's the
choice.
speed of Freddie Walker. You
There we
talk
go.
about it.
Fielder's choice.
Walker on with a fielder's choice runner put out at second on a 4-6.
That'll bring Austin Soika back for the Mavericks. Soika he's strung together a few games of success, Wayne, and while the Mavericks.
And there's his, that was his last batter. Right there. They were trying to turn two, and they got the ground ball. They just didn't realize that the guy they wanted to get the ground ball from is too quick.
It's too quick. But not a bad day for Peyton Harris. We talked about it. He had a good day.
Is that who it
I
is?
think it's Gage Buck.
Is that number 13?
Gage Buck, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fans, take a look at your program again there. Let's go to the Taco Time ad. And then if you have the signature of number 5, PJ Garcia in your Taco Time ad, you just won a free combo meal, courtesy of Taco Time at the Medicine Mall or the Dunmore Road locations. You can bring that winning ad to Layton to the ticket office. And also check out the Remember When Toys ad, Candy and more. And if you have the signature of number 12, John Raines there, you just won a $20 gift certificate along with 10% off your first purchase from Remember When Toys, Candy and more. We'll see Layton in the ticket office to claim your prize. Ready for a change? This pitching change brought to you by Mr. Lube. Now into the game for the Yorkton Cardinals, right-handed reliever from Abbotsford, BC, number 13, Cage Buck.
Gage Buck drawing into tonight's contest, and the native of Abbotsford, BC. Wayne, what kind of season is Gage Buck having so far here for the Yorkton Cardinals?
Well, he's appeared in 3 games. This is his 4th appearance. Things haven't gone well for him. He's got an ERA of 15.88. So I think he's hoping to get that down, and he hasn't pitched a lot of innings. He's only pitched 5.2 innings, so a good outing here, and his ERA will drop dramatically. The runners on base will not be his responsibility. His responsibility to get them out, but if they score, they won't be
That's
going
right.
against his ERA.
I think Ron Shuchuk got to go to the bathroom.
Can they do that?
Well, yeah, if you have to go, you got to go. He's not going to be his pants.
I think umpires should wear Depends. Then you don't have to worry.
No.
As long as it doesn't smell. Top of the order now for the Mavericks brings to the plate the left fielder, number 30, Austin Soika.
Good speed at first base with Freddie Walker. As we mentioned earlier, he's 16 for 16 in stolen bases. No real need for him to steal.
No, not really.
However, the Mavericks have been suspect to the big inning this year, and I don't think 7 runs would be considered a safe lead with how things have gone for us.
No, well said.
There's Freddie off and going. Great jump. Not a hope in getting him.
Called strike at the plate. Still on base for Walker.
Count is 0-2.
Thought they
they go with a double spiel with Rodriguez on third? And no. Ooh, Soika, not liking that one.
Gage Buck brought in to do a job, Wayne, and he doesn't.
He did. Yeah. Good pitch. Fastball going
Mavericks
away.
get 2 here in the bottom. 7-0 lead. They leave 2 stranded after 6 complete. It's 7-0, and looks like we got some action out there. Looks like it's the home team home run challenge. And who do we got out there, Vanessa? Janessa, right?
I'm down here with James and Sullivan, and they're going to play the home team home run challenge. So they each have 3 balls to get off the tee.
Pitching change.
So we got a change here.
Now on the mound for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Right-handed reliever from Anaheim, California. Number 34, Hunter Cooper.
That 20.
This is Hunter's 9th appearance this year.
It's going to be the
He's
7, 8, 9 hitters.
Pitched
due up
9
for
and a third innings, has
Yorkton
an
starting
ERA
off.
of
Number 20,
13.5.
Sean
So
Monroe.
good outing here, and he'll bring that down below 9. Sean Monroe's been on base both times tonight with walks. Swings at the first pitch. Taylor right. Easy play. Makes it look easy.
Good scoop up there by Wright. Makes the ball through ground.
Nice hands by Wright. I like his hands.
Me too. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed by Wright so far.
Second baseman number 15, Logan McDougall.
Plays the game with a lot of poise, Wayne. Very poised
Nice.
player.
Good footwork as well. Gets in good position, fielding position. Logan McDougall is 0 for 2. First pitch swinging. Out to left field. Left fielder coming in. Easily makes the catch.
Hope charging, or Soika charging hard out there from left field, making the catch.
We have an opportunity to tie a major league record on this pitch.
Do we?
Yes, we do. 3 pitches, 3 outs. That's a major league record.
3 pitches, 3 outs. Okay, let's see what happens.
We can tie a record right here. And he's taken all the way, the shyster.
Looks like he knew what he was doing there.
And there's a single. Good job. He's thrown 4 pitches, 4 strikes.
4 strikes.
Top of the order now, the left fielder, number 21,
Wow.
What happened, Cameron? Something fell down?
Started off with a little too much force and it went over.
Oh, your radar gun fell into the stands.
Oh, uh-oh. Fans, a little
No,
technical difficulties, Wayne, you could call them back here?
Oh, that's funny. I'm just glad it's not me.
No, me too. Scared look right now.
Is that ball 1, ball 2? Ball 2?
as far as I know.
There's a line drive, but right at the right fielder, Jones.
Peter Jones
gathers
getting
it
it
in.
right field.
Great outing for Hunter Cooper.
One stranded here in the top of the 7th. You know what that means, folks? Stand up.
Through
let's
7
stretch.
pitches.
7 pitches for an
Yeah,
inning,
it's
Wayne.
the
That's not the
7-inning
major league
stretch.
record, but it's pretty quick.
So soon. You know the words. Take me out to the
Looks like it still
ball
works.
game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I'm losing with that. So let's root for the Mavericks. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's the old ball game. Hey, good job there, fans.
It's fun. I was piece like I don't think it was in before. I think it worked. I'm just hoping I didn't hit anybody. That's what I'm worried about.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Gage Buck in for Peyton Harris, as we mentioned.
So we have the number 2, 3, and 4 hitters up. Garcia, right and right. The Wright brothers.
Starting off for the
Hopefully they
Mavericks,
can
is
lift
the 2,
off
3, 4
here
hitters.
today.
Number 5.
Did you just call them brothers?
The Wright brothers. I know they're not brothers. It's a play on words. The Wright brothers.
Oh, the Wright brothers.
Hopefully they can take flight this inning.
Oh, Wayne, you got me there. Being the communication student, that went right over my head. Touche. Touche. That was good, actually. Respect. That was pretty good, actually. That totally got me. I'm usually good with words, but not there.
Garcia is 0 for 3. Oh, called strike.
Didn't like that one.
That was outside,
So too.
but it was still in the other batter's box, so that counts as a strike on
Yes.
that pitch.
I guess so.
Pitch high.
No question about that one.
4 balls.
So we have 4 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, sorry, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sorry, Cam.
They're just jumping the gun here.
Hey Cam, you're jumping
Folks
the
at
gun.
home, I know you can't see the score clock, and it's unfortunate. There's a ground ball hit the second baseman over to first.
4-3.
Garcia down on a 4-3 ground out. Breaks to the plate, the third baseman, number 31, Taylor Wright.
Taylor Wright coming in. Wayne, a little update for you. The Brooks Bombers have fought back. Tied game 7-7 in the 6th.
Oh,
Mystery's fun.
beauty, beauty.
What is that?
It's the butter chicken poutine.
Oh, butter chicken poutine. There it is, Wayne. Look
It's
at that.
throw down. I got a
Butter
little tease
chicken
there.
poutine that Kim's
Moose
got.
Justice. We'll put that up against our taco in the bag and a piece of pie. And then Lethbridge. What did Lethbridge say?
Yeah, they got nothing.
Pretty sure the boomstick wins.
Yeah.
Mavericks say win.
The what stick? That's too funny.
And then
Count as
Swift
1-0.
says, we've got the burger dog. It's a combination of a burger
Called
and hot
strike
dog.
here on
You get a hamburger
Taylor
pan
Wright.
and a sliced hot dog.
Half or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
On social media, we have a food war going on. between
Developing
the
our-
different ball clubs.
developing on our Twitter fans. Check it out.
Oh, pitch way inside.
Kim Johnson at the helm for the Mavericks Twitter war.
We're in good hands, boys.
We're in
we
good
got
hands.
We got the butter chicken poutine. Just knock it out of the park.
Taylor has doubled down the right field line his first at bat, lined out to center field on a scorcher. His second at bat, flew out to right field his last at bat. There's a pitch high, count is 3-1.
And Wayne, you're impressed by his ability at the third base spot, but you know I've noticed him so far, and he's got a good eye.
Very calm. up
Very
there.
calm. That's what I was gonna say. He's just a patient ball player.
Not a lot of movement in his action. Another good at bat. Takes a walk.
Taylor Wright draws the walk. It's going to bring to the plate now the catcher,
That's
number
three
25,
quality
Colton
at bats
Wright.
he had tonight.
Yes.
Colton Wright led off the 6th inning with a double down the left field line. That was against Peyton Harris.
What's this here? 7-3 for Fort McMurray over Brooks right now.
Called strike.
You said 7-7. It's 7-3.
Oh. Maybe potentially our update was not. It was tweeted into us. Yeah.
Still 7-3 here, unless they're slow back there. Maybe they got something down.
0-1 count here for Colton Wright.
Hard hit ball, third baseman up over to second for one, on to first for a double play.
Long double play.
And a nice,
by the Cardinals.
and Wayne, give credit where it's due. A nice play by the third baseman there for the Yorkton Cardinals. And Wayne, for the way the games went for the way the day's been for the Cardinals, the scoreboard may tell a different story, Wayne, but it's been a decent game so far to watch. I certainly have had no problems watching this game.
Yeah, it's been a fast-moving game. It's we've only had 2 innings where runs have been scored to our advantage. Again, Colton hits the ball hard, but you have no control over where it goes after it leaves the bat. That's it.
Serious power to it tonight. Okay, this next one, 425 high volts. Maybe a little less power this time, guys. Oh, it's going up this time. We're definitely making room at work, and he has caught this one. Next one is for 795 Schooner. It is up again. And oh, he missed it. This last one is for 2 for 1 appies. And it's up. They're going high tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And he has
Oh, I caught it.
He has caught 425 high balls and 2 for 1 appies. Don't forget to take your tickets up to Days Off Pub.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Thank you very much. And like Janessa said, get down to Days Off Pub after the game to claim those 425 high balls and 2 for 1 appies. Courtesy of Days Off Pub, the official pub of the Mavericks. Tonight's game day brought to you by South Country Co-op. Your membership offers you high quality product, service, and cash back. You're at home here, South Country Co-op.
Number 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Yorkton, Barron, Wallace, and Corman.
It's the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for Yorkton. Starting off number 9, Noah Barron.
This is Hunter Cooper's second inning of work. Had a good quick inning last inning, throwing 7 pitches, 5 for strikes. First pitch inside.
Heads up.
Pitch falls back. Looks like a broken bat.
Wayne, a little. My eyes didn't deceive me over there. A little little leaguer, I think, made a catch down over there
Did
on
he?
that foul. I think so. Yeah.
First base side, the sun is right in the fans' eyes right now, but
You're impressed by.
they're sitting in the sun, so it's warm.
Yeah. And you're impressed by Taylor Wright's footwork. I think that little leaguer, you should go get his contact information.
I missed them. You have to get it right. I didn't see it at all.
No, I got it. You got to start recruiting, Wayne, for the 20. How old will he be?
Not me.
2030,
Not me, buddy.
27.
My recruiting days are
Heads
over.
up down the berm there, guys.
Foul ball.
Little leaguer doesn't get that one.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
One hopper.
That's the same kid.
One hopper. No, different kid.
No, you're
Count is 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Curveball. Hit in the hole. Oh, good play by Garcia to knock it down, but no play.
Garcia keeps it in the infield, but a single.
And wait, that's what I've liked from Garcia. There is He's quick, and you talked about the footwork thing. Garcia has good footwork, as does right there at that third base spot. You know, they can cover a lot of ground here. This is a really, really nice setup for the Mavericks at that spot.
Yeah, I didn't think that ball had a hope of being knocked down at all, and Wright just missed it, and Garcia did get to it. I didn't think that ball would be touched by either one of them.
Yeah.
Oh!
Bounced underneath his glove there.
That ball was a scorcher.
Yeah.
Looked like it was hooking
Yeah.
to Garcia's right and hooking down towards the ground. Those are tough to play.
Almost with the stringer. Gets by the shortstop for a base hit.
You think those are just office people or owners?
Brings to the plate the catcher number 30, Matt Norman.
Garcia looks to be upset with himself, knowing that he'd like to have that one over again. That was probably a double play ball. Catch it, throw back to first. But we have runners on first and second, nobody out. With Matt Corman up the plate.
Ball one called here on Corman.
Corman has singled in 3 previous plate appearances.
He had a
so
single
he's
at
1
his
for
first
3.
at-bat.
Yeah,
That's right.
1 for 3. Here's a pitch, swinging late on that pitch.
And Wayne, Hunter Cooper in here, he's a guy that's found himself, he's got a lot of playing time, Hunter Cooper. He's played a lot this year.
Oh, he's been in. This is his 9th game, so he's come in quite often. Count is 2-1.
Purple by
Only seen 2 of those here.
Ball is low, ball 3. We don't want the door to open here now, folks. Keep the door closed on any rally.
Keep the door closed, Wayne.
Ball back to the pitcher. Great play. Oh!
Fielder's choice. Runner going to second.
Runners
out
on first and third.
On a 1-6.
Fielder's choice. Runner put out at second on 1-6. Runners on the corners now for Yorkton. It's going to bring to the plate our budget lines beer batter, number 6, Phil Wellen.
I was impressed. Corman got down the line really well there.
He did. He had some good speed.
Budget lines beer batter.
One away here, though, Wayne, and
Well, another ground ball, double play. We're out of the inning. Hit it back to the pitcher again. Whalen is 0 for 2. He walked, has a stolen base and a strikeout. If the fans are getting
You
thirsty,
got
this
tips
could
ready to
be
go
your
there,
opportunity
Lucas or Janessa?
with a strikeout.
a beer batter.
Low. Count is 1-1.
Chips or anything, maybe Janessa does.
Oh, okay, I can wait.
Just dropping off players' food. I'll be right there.
No problem. Whenever you guys ready, just let me know.
Here's a pitch.
Ooh.
Line drive out into left field. Underneath it.
Sacrifice fly,
Easily
finish
makes
short
the
of
catch. Runner at third tags. Comes in to
Seven.
score.
Sacrifice fly, Yorkton on board. 2 gone now for the Cardinals. Brings to the plate number 27, Trenton Lee.
Well, Wayne, they get one.
Mavericks will easily give up a run for an out with the score being 7-0. So they're not upset with that run scoring. So 2 away, runner at first. Trenton Lee steps to the plate. Lee is 0 for 3. There's a ball hit for a single into right field. Jones playing in shallow. Makes the
Decent
play on the
Lee.
one hopper.
And Zach McDermott, Wayne, warming up over in the Mavericks side.
All right, we have action in both bullpens.
Zach McDermott there, and
50 number, do we have that?
Davis Pratt for the Yorkton Cardinals.
Number 14.
Yep, Davis Pratt for the Cardinals and Zach McDermott warming up. McDermott, a native of St. Louis, Missouri.
The Show Me State.
The Show Me State. Strike one called.
Oh, reaching for that one.
Oh.
Slow roller to the third baseman, Taylor Wright. Bobbles it
I think that's an E5.
for an error. Loads the bases.
On a roll on with the arrow. Brings to the plate the shortstop number 15, Logan McDougal.
First error of the night by either team.
And it goes.
Comes at a crucial time for
It
the
does.
Mavericks. The number 8 hitter, Logan McDougal, now batting from Summerside, PEI. Logan is 0 for 3 tonight. There's a ball, fly ball out into left field. Soika underneath it, makes the catch.
So like I'm making the catch there in left field, nothing happening here for Yorkton as they only get one. These two strategy.
The Cardinals get one in the top of the 8th. And Wayne, as you mentioned, no big deal. The Mavericks aren't going to be too upset about that.
No, that's damage control right there. You get bases loaded, you get out of it by only giving up the one run. Temperature right now is 23 degrees.
They've had some
Starting
games
at
where they're
24, it's
bringing
only
up
dropped
in
1 degree.
between Fort McMurray and Brooks, it's tied 7-7 in the top of the 7th. Also in the top of the 7th, Okotoks and Regina, this is game number 2, tied 5-5 there. Top of the 8th, Melville leads Swift Current 5-2. And Edmonton leads Weyburn 6-2, and that's in the bottom of the 8th. Last call for the concession, last call.
You are?
I need the 50-50 ticket number and the amount.
Just a reminder, tomorrow's game is at 2:05 p.m. Afternoon game, followed by a 7 o'clock game on Monday, Canada Day.
New pitcher, guys, number 14.
Monday is a holiday up in Canada. It's our version of July the 4th,
Outside here, and then you can shoot it into
only it's July the 1st. It's our 152nd anniversary of Canada.
Tanner Hubbard. Hoover.
Now pitching on the mound for the Yorkton Cardinals, number 14, Tanner Hoover. For the Mavericks, due up here, it's the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Starting it off, the second baseman, number 9, Nolan Aratai.
And the total up to you on your phone there, guy.
Perfect. Thanks.
Nolan
very much.
Radai in for the Mavericks. Scored his last plate appearance, Wayne.
Yes, he did. He had a double, a single, after Wright had to hit a double.
If hands get out your
There's a
50-50
little
ticket,
flare
rolling
over
back
the
to
shortstop
this
that just
at-bat.
fell in.
That's right.
Hoover now pitching for Yorkton. Oh, great play by the shortstop.
Oh, God.
A really
Over
nice
first.
play by the shortstop. 6-3.
Here's your 50-50 ticket number worth $692.50. Ticket number 3356. 3356. Yeah, that ticket
Hoover
number
is a
here.
two-way player. He
Ticket-
also
ticket off.
plays a
One
position.
on for the Mavericks brings to the plate the first
This is
baseman,
his
number 20,
eighth
Sal
appearance.
Rodriguez.
Has pitched 8 2/3 innings. Struck out 10 and only walked 4. And has an ERA of .257. So obviously one of their better relief pitchers. one
Better
of the
relief
better
pitchers. Yeah, that's right.
Sal Rodriguez has had a very good night. Single hit hard through the hole between short and third. His first at bat, and the first pitch double, 2 RBI double earlier. That ball, I thought it ticked him.
I thought it hit him too. Yeah.
I heard it tick. At least my eyes saw it.
Yeah.
I don't know whether my ears are going or my eyes are going.
Could be both
There's
ways.
a curveball. Sal pops up in between shortstop and left field. The left fielder takes it for the second out. So Sal, so far as
The designated
2
hitter,
for
number
5.
23, Cameron Pope.
Sweet Carolina.
Lopez walked and struck out. Scored on his walk. Last at bat, he popped up to the second baseman. Batting .272 coming into the night's game from Lawrence, Kansas. There's a curveball low. Count is 1-1.
Pope's parents are going to be making the trip soon, Wayne.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. Brian Pope, I was talking with him on the one feed a couple weekends ago, and called.
Bottom of the 8th inning, brought to you by Groves Roof.
Yep, they are. Them and the Eubanks. Them and the Eubanks are set to hit Medicine Hat soon, so we're looking forward to welcoming them in, Wayne.
Oh, there's a sinker pitch. That ball had great movement on it. Went high and inside though. Lawrence, Kansas. That's where Kansas State University is.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that University of Kansas? Where do the Jayhawks play?
I don't know.
Lawrence, Kansas. I think it's Lawrence. Good piece of hitting there. Curveball going away. Hope
Line drive
sits
for
back,
Pope.
lets it
Right
travel,
field, base hit.
drives it to right field.
Brings to the plate the right fielder, number 11, Tito Jones.
Yeah, Lawrence is where the Jayhawks play.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What's the capital of Kansas, Ryder? There's a fly ball out left field. Looks like it's looked like it was going to fall in. Left
A
fielder
great
makes a
catch
nice
there
catch.
by the left fielder for the Cardinals. Ends it here for the Mavericks. They get nothing here in the bottom of the 8th. The 7-1 lead, top of the 9th coming up.
Jeez.
And hey, folks, let's make
What's
some
the capital
noise.
of
There's the
Kansas?
old
Kansas
Dutch
City?
chip giveaway.
Well, there's 2 Kansas cities. There's one in Missouri and there's one in Kansas. So there's 2 Kansas cities,
Okay.
but neither one is the capital of Kansas.
I need attendance numbers.
Weird. I didn't know that.
Topeka,
Topeka.
Topeka, Kansas.
Topeka,
capital.
Kansas.
I have not been sent those yet.
Whenever you can.
What's the capital of Missouri? We talked about St. Louis and Kansas City, and there's Columbia. The University of Missouri Tigers playing Columbia.
That's right.
The official training facility of the Mavericks.
Wait, I'm embarrassed. My credibility's taking a hit right now. You're getting me with words, and
2-for-1 Appies. The official pub of the
Well, I'm an old
Mavericks.
history teacher, history,
Fans,
geography.
they're back at it again here tomorrow at
Jefferson City.
Start.
Jefferson City.
Yeah, the reason I know that is my son used to teach there, and he used to coach.
And also starting at 12 o'clock.
They had a team in the Frontier League, a professional independent
A
league.
good league.
It was, the Northern League is probably the premier independent pro league
Yep.
with Winnipeg,
Yep.
Fargo in it, and the Frontier League at that time was a step below that league. And my son ended up being head coach of the Mid-Missouri Mavericks. The Mavericks.
The Mavericks have always been a part of your guys' family.
Mid-Missouri Mavericks.
Mid-Missouri Mavericks.
And they played out of Columbia, Missouri. The team owner was from San Francisco.
Of you here tonight.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
San Francisco.
My-
Let's make it
my
over
son was
1,000 tomorrow. How about
teaching
everybody
at
come
Jefferson
back
City.
and bring someone with them? 2:05 game start.
Volunteered to help out with the team. Jefferson City and Columbia aren't far away.
Aren't far away. Yep.
And they had a team wreck. And the head coach ended up quitting, and assistant coach was promoted. And so my son became assistant coach.
So
the head
came an
coach.
opportunity.
Yeah, and he was a volunteer coach. He became the
Okay,
assistant
new pitcher
coach.
for Menace Snap.
Zach McDermott, he said.
McDermott now pitching the ninth inning.
Now on the mound
Solid
for the
strike.
Mavericks.
Oh, finish that story some other time.
Well, we'll keep it for another. We'll save. I'll ask you about it more tomorrow. That's kind of a neat story, and you know
Kind of interesting how it all transpired.
how it all translates
how
too,
he
and it's,
became a head coach.
it is. You know what, Wade? It's you talk about going. It's sometimes you just got to work your way up to get those opportunities, and it sounds like that's what your son did.
Well, he missed more opportunities than he took advantage of.
Live and learn.
Grant Kosanke now batting.
1 and 2 count right now.
He's 2 for 3 in hitting tonight, the number 9 hitter. Curveball. Fouls it back.
Say that again, sir.
Yeah, giveaway is done. Okay, so when Layton's done in an off inning, you go replace him.
There's a pitch that sails to the backstop.
He's looking to get that outside corner here, Wayne.
This is Zach's second appearance.
Good.
He's only pitched 1 inning previous to this.
Sandy on with a walk brings to the plate. On top of the order now for Yorkton. Number 21, Kai Takahashi.
I like saying that.
It's a fun name. Fun name to say.
Tashahaki Zo, or Ho rather, I'm sorry, is up to bat right now. He's 0 for 4 tonight.
Lucas, any winner?
Oh, and hit by a
Gets
pitch.
Hit by a pitch. I
And
think
right
that-
hurt there as well.
Well, that hit them both. That hit Tashahaki Ho, and then hit right. Looks like on the inside of his ankle.
Takahashi on with the hit by pitch. Brings to the plate number 9, Noah Barron.
And Wayne, Brian Jefferson chiming in with Topeka and Jefferson City. So, as mentioned, your history, people are listening. People are listening. I may not know these answers, but people do. Our Mavericks family know them, and they know them well. The other thing they know is how difficult innings have been for the Mavericks to close out. And, you know, they want to get this done here.
And we have action in Mavericks bullpen, number 3 warming up.
Austin Olds warming up down there. Olds came over from the Okotoks Dogs. Wayne's had a lot of appearances. He's played a lot. We'll see if he gets into tonight's game.
Nobody out, runners on first and second. Number 2 batter for Yorkton, Noah Barron, who comes in with a very respectable 344 batting average, 5 home runs, 5 doubles from Hoover, Alabama. You need a ground ball here. The count is 1-1. Right now, any out will do for the Mavericks. They don't need a double play. Double play would be a bonus.
That's right.
They just need an out. You can give up 3 runs for 3 outs and still come away with a victory. Oh, a pitch in the dirt. Bounces off the plate. A wild pitch. Runners advance to second and third.
You reset them, what happens at all? See, it's crazy because they really kind of try to portray that they're, you know, the guns are conscious.
Well, through the classes, they all have their like the cups, they all have recycling logos on them. Yeah. But we don't recycle any. Very recently, I grabbed the
Again, we've given up 6 walks so far tonight. That's not good.
No, it's sure not.
6 walks and a hit batter.
So if we find them left in the lobby or whatever, or expired milk.
Count is 3-1.
Have it, but even then, it's, you know, but that's something we can do
in there. Let him hit it.
I think so.
Full player to be the second.
You don't have to fool anybody when you're up 7-1.
And that's, I don't know what's going on there, and whether it's better in the States.
Ooh, that pitch was close, but when you're not throwing strikes, you don't get the close ones.
No, that's right, Wayne.
So ball 4. Time is called. Lipke walking out. Oh no, that's not Jared Lipke.
It is Jared Lipke.
That's
The
somebody
beard-
disguised as
The
Jared
beard is
Lipke.
cleaned up, Wayne. It's,
Goodness.
Lipke's not going to be too happy with this inning so far.
Well, you start off with
Hey, join us every
a
home
walk
game
hit
from
by a batter and
6
a
to
walk.
6:45 or 1 to 1:45 on Sundays to take advantage of the Mavericks.
Right now, the conversation is probably get back in the zone. And we can't wait much longer for you to get back into the zone.
That people
Not that Zach isn't trying to get into the zone.
I like to
He just isn't finding it.
in a way that
That's right.
doesn't love me. I know you can do it. 'Cause
But that's been his nemesis so far this year. His last appearance, he walked 4
yeah. Well, I saw
in
First
1 inning.
baseman, number 28, Jason Wallace.
whatever. They always come
If he can get out of this inning, he'll be better than his last appearance where he walked 4.
That's right, Wayne. Nowhere to go but up.
Exactly.
a lot of stuff from the movie, but if you enjoy it,
Infield will play back, double play depth, give up the run. Or a double play, give up a run for an out.
They just got redone.
Here's a pitch,
We still have the snack wrap.
called strike. That one looked inside, but we got the call this time. Jason Wallace at the plate. Jason's 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles. And he also walked. He also hit into a double play.
yeah, it's like I get up to the front and I'm like, I want
Pitch. Oh, that one looked the same place as the last one. This one was a ball.
Nope. Keeping us on our toes, Wayne. He's forcing us to stay stay
Yeah, I
involved.
gotta pay attention here.
They flip it. I get so many complaints about it.
Here's the pitch. Low, ball 2. Count is 2-1.
McDermott having a tough time here.
I'm not sure what the deal is with this wild boar.
Well, Wallace will be looking for a pitch he can drive right here. 2-1. Pitch outside, 3-1. Good take by Wallace.
It's just they're a little
Again, Wallace is going to be looking for a pitch in his sweet spot. Probably middle in, a little bit up.
Just having fun.
If it's not there, he can take it. Here's a pitch. Oh, pitch on the outer half. He fouls it away, trying to pull that pitch.
And a full count, Wayne. And as you mentioned, Wallace a big guy. He's capable of that power, Wayne.
Yes, yeah. He's a big, strong young fellow. Full count. Pitch of decision. Ball 4.
I'm not even sure what piece of bats. I think he might buy like 100 bats and start.
RBI walk. That shouldn't count as an RBI.
RBI walk for Wallace.
But it does.
So they're really
Pitch number 30, Matt Foreman.
7-2 game.
Well, right now, a big fly makes it 7-6. So
Not even that, but so
that'll be it for McDermott. Coach Vasella walking out to the mound to make the change. Oles will be coming in.
I know they go on the like credit for development, whatever. They go to last year, they get
I think they closed the concession too soon. They could have made some sales right here.
I think so.
and one of them under a rope,
You can meal some hotel pizza, that's it.
so they did do that stuff.
On road trips, yeah. If they're at home. Bullets do, but the
So, how does that work? Sales?
And Wayne, the game was buzzing along, but it has slowed down here. Mavericks
Well, that's
in some trouble.
what happens when you're not throwing strikes. The game starts and ends on the bump. And tonight it wasn't Zach's night. Hopefully he'll get another opportunity. Austin Olds from Chatham, Ontario now in. As you had mentioned, he's was a release about a week ago from the Okotoks Dogs. This is his 5th appearance for the Mavericks. He's pitched 5.2 innings, 5 2/3 innings so far. Struck out 4, walked 3, has an ERA of 7.94. So, bases loaded, nobody out. 1 run is scored so far.
All right, fans, let's bring it home for this team of ours here for the
haven't
Mavericks.
hit
What do
the
you
ball
think here,
yet
guys?
this inning. They got their run on 4 walks and 1 hit batter.
And Wayne, in Olds' case here, of course he's got to throw those strikes, but with bases loaded here, the Mavericks might have to be willing to give up a couple to make some progress here.
Yeah, yeah. Sweet Caroline. Here we go. Oh, my goodness.
The pitcher number 30, Matt Corman.
A nice pitch from Olds.
That pitch wasn't even close. I gotta say, Colton Wright moved over on his left knee to catch it. It was so far inside. But who are we to complain?
Who are we to complain?
We need a strike.
We need to strike. Wait, we do.
Count is 1-1.
Hopefully we're not mic'd up and the umpires are listening to us up from above or anything like that. Voodoo
Wow.
magic. We hope. But you never know though, Wayne. You never know with technology nowadays. Fouled off here for a 1 and 2 count.
Olds is throwing some gas here right now. Corman was definitely late on that. Corman is 1 for 4. There's a line drive back off the foot of Olds. Recovers in time, makes the play. Good play by Austin Olds. That was a scorcher. Hits him in the, I think the ankle or the back
I
of
think
the
that's
foot.
it. I think that was ankle, Wayne. So
Fielder's choice. Runner put out at third. Runner put out at third. Yeah. Put out at third on 1 to 2.
What's the umpire saying?
Well, he's just saying, come take a look at him. He got hit hard on the foot, right? He just wants to make sure he's okay.
That ball was tagged.
Yeah.
checking in on him, Wayne. Nothing wrong with it. He's all good. He's wants to finish it.
Credit to him. I just happened to be noticing where Nolan Radeye was playing on that pitch, and if that wouldn't have hit him, that would have been a double
Would
play.
have been a double play ball.
Because Radeye is playing right where he is right about now.
That's
And
right.
he had 2 steps over to his right, and he would have had the ball. Pitch is high to Phil Whalen. Whalen is 0 for 2 tonight. He walked, struck out, had a sacrifice fly for their first RBI.
Where's the zone?
He's got speed. We know that. He stole second and third in the same inning. Oh, pitch in, it hits him. This is that inning that gets away from us, it seems.
It
Hit
is.
by pitch. Brings to the plate. Third baseman number 27, Trenton Lee.
7-3 game.
Is the line score good?
This is starting to get ugly real quick here.
Should be 3-7.
Should it?
Yeah.
Trenton Lee now batting. So Lee is 1 for 4.
7-9.
Bases loaded, 1 away. Pitch on the inside corner. Good fastball for a strike. That one was in for a strike.
No question about that one, Wayne. Strike right down the pipe.
Same pitch, same location. Lee is on that one. Pulls it foul into the on deck circle.
And you mentioned Olds is throwing some gas right now. He's
Well, the remarkable thing out of all of this is that they've only hit the 1 ball so far this inning, and that was back to the pitcher.
that's right.
So they've scored 2 runs, bases loaded, and they've only put the bat on 1 ball. That just shows how important throwing strikes is. count is 2-2. Olds is throwing hard, just not in the zone consistently. I have to brush up on my English vocabulary here.
A little bit.
Here's a 2-2 count. Call strike 3. Beauty.
Boston Olds.
Eagles now looking 2-1 now for Yorkton, brings to the plate.
And Wayne, he's been a welcomed addition to this group. You talked about how he asked for a release from the Okotoks Dogs, got it, came here, got in action the same day he arrived here, and since then, Wayne, he's starting to come into his own here in the Mavericks uniform. I talked to him a little bit earlier, and
There's a ground ball in the hole, past third base, off of
Scores 2.
the shortstop's glove. 2 runs come in to score on the play. Now he's trying for second, and he's out at second base to end the ball game.
2 runs tapped over. 2 runs tapped.
Oh, bad base running there by
Trenton,
Sean Monroe.
Sean Monroe, and that'll do it for tonight's.
So Monroe gets a
Monroe
single.
hesitated, rounding first, then decided to go for third.
Yeah.
Heads
Two
up
RBIs,
play
yeah,
by
he gets that
Soika
one.
and Radai.
He gets the next guy. Yeah. Get this guy on
So
the third.
2-run score on the
This guy-
RBI
this guy-
single.
Or sorry, Monroe. Sorry, wait, no. Shoot. No, that was an out. No, that's out. That's
So a single
Wait,
on
so-
that. Two
Okay.
RBIs.
Oh, hang on, what do you got there? Should be fine.
And
Go back to this
a
guy here. He just goes
7-4 put
Sorry,
out
just an undo. Yeah, that's
for
right.
the third out of the game.
And then
A
go
little
back
bit of an
to
excitement.
him
Final
He's out
score,
number
folks,
3.
is 7-5.
on a 7
to 4.
Put out there. Yeah, 7-5.
Wow.
Wayne, that was something. That was not. So correction for the fans at home, Wayne. We were just doing our stat sheet there, Guy and I. So the 2 runs will count. It'll end a 7-5 game.
Yeah. 2 runs across before the play was out, before the play was made at second. So those 2 runs.
Those 2 will count, Wayne. So Wayne, Mavericks give up 4 in their last inning. It's kind of been their cross to bear. Today they came out on the fortunate side of it and were lucky. However, Wayne, that's not always the case and hasn't been that way for a lot of times this year. You know the coaching staff's going to be happy about the win, Wayne, but they're going to go in the room and say, guys, we need to make sure we keep working on this, right? It's a process. We're still getting there. But ultimately, they get the win, and I think that's what matters most. 2 more to go. You and I mentioned we think they need to sweep this series.
Yeah,
And
they do.
what percentage of the way are they there to sweeping the series, Wayne?
Well, 33%.
33%. All right.
Math is easy.
Yeah, I gave you an easy one. Even I knew that one, so if you didn't get that one. Well, guys, short and sweet it is. The Mavericks win 7-5. Back at it tomorrow afternoon, 2:05, Game 2. Roddy McKay on behalf of Wayne Slosher and a voice far away, Guy Lanigan. We will see you guys pretty soon. Talk to you guys in the morning.
Good night, everyone. Tomorrow's game is at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.